Hi, welcome to 25 Days of Animal Facts. Today we're talking about muskrats. Now you might be looking at this and thinking, wait a second, isn't that a beaver? They do frequently get confused with beavers, but as you can see, muskrats have this more rat-like tail, thus the name, and they, yes, are named after the musk as well. They're very similar to the beaver, but they are a very distinct different species. The muskrat is native to North America and can be found across Canada and the United States. So while they may be found across the continent, they are going to be near water sources at all times. These guys are basically semi-aquatic with their lifestyle. So unlike a beaver, they've got that skinny tail. It acts as a rudder while they're swimming. Their fur is very insulating to them, so it's very soft. It's actually one of the reasons that they've been hunted and trapped a lot, which is probably their biggest threat, is hunting and trapping, because their soft, dense coats trap in air, which helps them stay warm while they're swimming. And they have semi-webbed feet, so they're not completely webbed, so they're still able to use their paws pretty well, but the semi-webbed lets them swim a little bit better. Their speed is only about like 3.1 miles per hour, but for a swimming speed, that's not that bad. While they may not be the fastest animals out there, their underwater swimming abilities are pretty remarkable. They can be underwater for 20 minutes at a time. And being underwater is very important for their lifestyle. If you look at their mouths here, you can see that they've got some very interesting looking teeth. The main food source for them is actually different types of grasses, and a lot of their diet actually consists of underwater plant matter. And when I say grasses, I mean things like cattails or even different types of roots. These reeds are actually a very important part of their lodges that they will make. So similar to how a beaver will make a lodge out of sticks, they'll make lodges out of reeds. And opening up the habitat can actually change the habitat. Waterfowl and other types of birds really appreciate these lodges that they make because they make excellent resting spots and even nesting areas. And it's pretty neat. So the way that they'll access them is similar to a beaver, where they will go underwater to access their dens. They may have different entryways as well, and they will come out to eat platforms outside of their lodges. Of course, sometimes they also just utilize holes near tree roots and that kind of thing instead of building something on their own. So a muskrat needs to eat about 1/3 of its body weight every single day, so they're not limited to just plant matter. They also will feed on things such as freshwater mussels or crustaceans, even salamanders or snails. And if there's enough muskrats in the same area, they can actually change the habitat to be from like a marshy area to a more interdispersed open water area. That said, muskrats are territorial animals, but in the wintertime, they may relent a little bit and share dens. That way they can help keep each other warm. If you've ever seen one swimming, I also just want you to know that they have the capability to swim backwards. I hope that you were able to learn something new or interesting about muskrats today, and as always, I encourage you to look up more facts about them.